Hello, Shipping Podcast listeners. Get ready for a unique twist in episode 248. This episode differs slightly from the usual format, so buckle up and enjoy the ride. As I'm on my way to London, I thought it would be great to take you with me on this journey. So let's embark on this adventure together. Welcome to the Shipping Podcast, where I meet interesting maritime professionals sharing their passion for the shipping industry and their everyday job. I am your host. My name is Lena. I am going to meet with the newly established Women's Network at the NYK Group Europe on Monday. Actually, I will spend the entire day with them, so there will be plenty to talk about after that. On Tuesday, I plan to meet with someone I have only met online before, Miss Olivia Cullen at Norton Rose, Fulbright. In the afternoon on Tuesday, I will head over to the IMO building to see if anyone has the time to talk to me there, as it is an MEPC meeting going on. Late afternoon, however, on Tuesday, I am granted an interview with the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization. That will be exciting. I have so many things I want to discuss with him. Hopefully, there will be time for dinner with my friends after that, before heading back home on an early morning flight Wednesday, arriving just in time to greet the participants of a Dragon's Nest, which I'm organizing in Gothenburg. I will keep you posted along the way, and I hope that you will enjoy this episode.
Every conversation
matters.
Hello again. This is Lena reporting from the hotel room in London. I hope that you will not be too much disturbed by the aircon in the background. But it's great to be back with our microphones on the streets again, in the field maybe, I don't know. Today it was an exciting day, spent at the NYK Group Europe in Canary Wharf in London. I was invited to speak about my life in shipping, the pros and cons of being a woman in the maritime industry, and my biggest learnings from starting my podcast. The audience was partly in the room and partly remote, and there was employees from all over Europe, both men and women. My main message was that you need to be the change that you want. Lead by example, and remember that diversity and inclusion are not the responsibility of women. We are in this together. In this case, the Women's Network has support from the top, so it has a good start. I think that is what you need. I could see that they were struggling to find the magic bullet to reach the end goal as quickly as possible. My advice is that this is not something done in a coffee break. It's a long journey, and you need to start by baby steps. Catch the low-hanging fruits before you do anything else. I wish them all the best, and I thank them for inviting me to inspire them. In addition, it was great experience to see the development in the Canary Wharf area. There's so many new buildings, shopping centers, and the entire bank business is now conducted and working from here. That was really something to see. I will come back with the rest of my experiences as soon as possible. I have had another lovely day in London. It's been raining cats and dogs, but then again, I had a good time. I had the opportunity to meet with some of the founders of the Women's Network at the law firm Norton Rose. Their offices, oh my God, the view is over London Bridge and the Tower. It's beautiful. We had coffee and a chat. Unfortunately, I had mixed the time up. I had a booking on my calendar for noon But my calendar did not take into consideration that Sweden is 1 hour before London. So when I was expected to be in that meeting, I was still on my way. Anyhow, never do what I did when you are in London. I was so stressed out that I was missing the meeting. So I jumped into a cab thinking that this would be the fastest way to reach the meeting. I sat there for 20 minutes, just watching the fare tick away. The traffic in the city of London is horrendous. Enough about my mistake. So we had a nice chat, the women at the law firm and me. And then it was time for me to go to the IMO building. But I thought, well, I did some mistake earlier. I hope I have enough battery for my recorder today. But maybe not. So I'd rather go and get some extra. You might be like me. I don't know, but I'm rather safe than sorry. So I spent some time figuring out where to go for batteries. I managed to get them, and then I jumped on the bus to number 4 Albert Embankment and the IMO building. Today the building was buzzing with people as the MEPC meeting was going on. Security was extra tight, of course. So many people from all over the world. Everything needs to be safe. From my previous visits to the IMO, and when working on the 2009 year theme, Empowering Women in the Maritime Industry, I have become friends with some staff members. And it was so nice to meet them again. And we had also time for a coffee, catching up on the time since we last met. And it was really, really nice. And then the time to be escorted to the Secretary General's office and set up my gear for the interview with the new Secretary General. I had never met him before. But I'm very grateful that he took some time out of his busy schedule to sit down with me. I think we had a great conversation for you to listen to later on. A quick walk in the rain to the next bus, taking me to Covent Garden and dinner with some of my girlfriends who lives in London. Now it's time for me to go to bed. I have a very early morning flight tomorrow, and hopefully this episode will be released by Friday. So lots of things to do. Until the next time, from me to you, over and out. Thank you for listening to the Shipping Podcast. Don't forget to tell everyone that you meet that there is a shipping podcast available and that they should download it and listen to the maritime professionals who are sharing their passion for the shipping industry.